Okay, here's 6.1.1 practice. Number one, use the right triangle and altitude shown. Write the similar triangles, right? The three bears that I talked about in the screencast. For ease, let's think about them left to right as the large, the medium, and then the small. And then the second one, thinking about the small being similar to the medium, just focus on those two. Fill in the following. BE relates to ED the same way that CE relates to what? All right, and pause. Okay, welcome back. Here we go. Let's try to keep this as organized as possible. I think it's really helpful to keep marking up the figure a little bit. So I'm going to continue to say, for instance, this is x degrees here. In the small triangle, this is 90, and we have a 90 minus x here. If this is 90 minus x, then this has to be x. If this is 90, this is also 90 minus x. This helps just identify which angles meet up with which angles. So for the large triangle, let's say the triangle, right, CBD. CBD. Now you may have done this in a different order, that's fine, as long as you're consistent. CBD. So C is the 90 minus x. C is also going to be in the medium triangle. We then went to the 90. So in the medium triangle, this is the 90. So there's E and B. And that's going to be similar to in the small triangle. The 90 minus x is the B vertex. The 90 is the E vertex. And finishing off, we've got D. Okay. So those, again, you may have gotten something similar to that, ha ha ha, as long as your vertices always match up. In this case, all those match up and correspond to the same angle measure. Okay, all the way through. And then the last question, this is getting ready for the next section too, thinking about the small triangle being similar to the medium. Fill in the following. So, in the small triangle, BE relates to ED. BE, see if I can change some color up here. BE, right, relates to ED. Let's put this in orange. To ED, right? So the way I see this is the side opposite the x relates to the side opposite the 90 minus x, the same way the side opposite the x, there's the CE, right? I don't want to make sure I don't mess up the colors. Side opposite the x is purple, right? And then, interestingly enough, the side opposite the 90 minus x is BE again. So the answer here is BE. In the next screencast, you'll see that that's going to be an interesting outcome, that the altitude gets used twice in a right triangle. Okay, hope that went well.